again.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Snowfall, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight we're going to be talking about Snowfall Season 4, Episode 2. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to go over all the key facts. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Overall, this episode was fire, man. Episode 1 was the perfect build-up. Episode 2, man, it showed us the aftermath, and a lot of different things happened, man. Now, of course, they made it seem like maybe Franklin would choose Scully, but he listened to Uncle Jerome. He didn't listen to Aunt Louie, and he chose Man-Boy. And to be 100% honest, it definitely seemed like your boy Leon was right, and that was pretty much just leave it alone, let the two handle their business by themselves. But Franklin wanted to get involved. He wanted to neutralize this gang war, but now it seems like he's right in the middle of this, and he caused all of this. Early predictions, of course, we thought your boy Leon was going to be the one that was going to cause issues with Man-Boy and Scully, but no, it was Franklin. So we begin the episode off exactly where it left off at the end of episode 1. We find out that Franklin, of course, is trying to set up Scully. They got Man-Boy there. They got his crew there. They're trying to ambush him, possibly take out some of these guys. And of course, you know what your boy Franklin wants to do. He wants to eliminate both sides if he really, you know what I'm saying, if he can for real. But Scully, he's on that stuff. He automatically starts to just know that something's not right. You know what I'm saying? What would you guys have did? Would you have, chose Scully or Man-Boy? At the end of the day, it seems like this plan that Franklin has chose did not go well. Scully gets out, paranoid, starts shooting everything. He shoots a light, and then after that, it was pretty much over. We know this, right? Gunshots start firing, everybody's shooting, and it's crazy. Franklin probably thinking like, man, this definitely did not play out the way that I wanted it to. I mean, I just don't know how he thought this was going to play out, especially if you thought you was going to have Scully walk in. You would have been better off having Scully inside one of those closets with where Man-Boy's crew was at. But he decided to use his game plan. And then, of course, we know that Uncle Jerome ended up shooting one of Scully's dudes right in the face. I mean, like, really? This whole game plan was just horrible to me. It was horrible. I just didn't get it. Then you got Uncle Jerome. He's all sad. He's like, man, I shot a dude in his face. And we know that Peaches was hit. Peaches ended up getting shot in this episode. A lot of people were saying that Peaches was going to get kidnapped and stuff like this. Well, no, this is something that did not happen. He was actually in there with the Man-Boy's crew because they was trying to set up Scully, right? But the game plan did not work. Man-Boy even knew that, based on how Franklin was acting, he knew it was a setup. And then, of course, Franklin is scared, so he goes to his parents. He tells them, look, y'all should just leave. Go to a nice hotel for a couple weeks. Get away because the heat is on. Of course, they was like, no, look, we stand. We ain't running from nothing. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. I'm telling you right now. So Franklin understands this. He's trying to move his peoples away. Now, Leon, of course, he's struggling. He needs a new plug. And his boy CJ's like, look, I got some Mexicans that we can meet up with later on and set up a new deal. So now Leon is trying to go out and do things on his own, which it makes sense. At the end of the day, we know it's going to be a struggle for him. The description did say that Leon is going to be struggling in this episode as far as trying to find that new plug. Now Franklin, he goes to T's house. He kicks it with her because he wants that protection, of course. And he also wants her to get information on Scully. He wants to know if Scully is dead. He is tripping out. He's paranoid because deep down inside, he knows. He knows that Scully is alive because he did not see anything happen to him. I mean, that huge shootout kind of messed everything up. Everything was going crazy. So he doesn't really know, right? So he needs to find out. So this is why he calls Leon, of course. He's trying to get information from Fatback. Of course, they don't know anything. He tells them to look out for themselves, to watch their back because it's hot. And then you see Leon in the background. And he's like, look, I told him to leave it alone. And Leon did. He told Franklin to just leave this alone. Do not get involved in none of this. And by him getting involved, you are seeing the aftermath. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. You know this, right? Now, Franklin's still paranoid. He meets up with Manboy. And he's asking Manboy, did you shoot Scully? Is he gone? Is he out of the picture? Of course, Manboy understands the truth, in my opinion, that this was a setup and that your boy Franklin is kind of, scary acting. He's kind of upset. He's kind of paranoid, nervous. So, of course, Manboy, he tapped him on the shoulder like, all right, you got it. He's done. I got him. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But we know that that's not the case. We know that Scully is alive and he's going to be more dangerous than ever. Now, we're getting back to this police chief. This guy is dirty. He's telling Gustavo and Teddy he wants $100,000 a week. I mean, they offer him $10,000 at first, and then, of course, Teddy said, look, we can work something out at $50,000. This guy pretty much makes a threat to Gustavo and Teddy, tells them, and what's going to happen when your allies come back and it hurts your family. I mean, we got the guy in the wheelchair. Of course, this is a threat. I don't know if they took this serious, but we know later on in the episode, it was definitely a promise. Now, we get back to your boy, Franklin, and of course, he wants to know some more information. And he has to get this information from T. Now, T is able to gather the information about Scully, right? She finds out that Scully, yes, he is hurt. He did get shot, but he is very well alive. This is Franklin's worst nightmare. He does not want Scully to be alive because now he has to worry about him coming for him, his family, his organization. It's not going to end well. And then we get to Scully. This dude is on one. This episode, he's once again tweaking out, but now he's looking for revenge. He told Franklin, if you try to screw me, I'm going to come for you. He told him this. So this was what I'm talking about. I mean, this whole game plan, Franklin, I don't know, man. Maybe he should have thought twice about this, but the way that things went down was definitely screwed up. And now Scully and his crew, they're going to come for you. I mean, it's plain and simple. And you can already tell by the look of Franklin's face, he knows like, man, I really messed up. This is not going to end well. So now Franklin is trying to clean up a mess that he has created. And this is what he's going to try to do in this episode. He's going to try his best to try to neutralize this. But I'm telling you right now, just like Leon said, it's too late for that, Saint. And then we get to Officer Nixon because Nixon wants his money. We know that he was been collecting money from Franklin since season 3 of Snowfall. Now Franklin has pretty much told him, look, can you do a favor for me? Can you, or actually I have information about the Inglewood shooting. I can give you the guys and all this and that, but I need you to get these guys out the picture. Of course, Officer Nixon says he wants some more money. Franklin says, look, I'll give all you guys $20,000. Just take care of this for me, right? Then we get to, of course, Irene. Now, she was pissing me off this episode. She's telling this kid all the stuff that he needs to do, asking him, did he do this? Did he do that? I mean, why don't you go out there and do it? You're telling him what he should be doing and all this information he should be getting, but won't you go out there and gather the information yourself? She was really making me upset in this episode. Now, Leon, of course, he listens to his boy CJ. Him, Fatback, they go and meet up with these Mexicans, but things don't go the way that it seems, right? Because this is a complete setup. Now, they was telling CJ to go and do this stuff himself. Go and meet up with them to see what they talking about. But he was acting scary. He was trying to say, look, I got this. I'm not scared. I can get the job done. But we know at the end of the day, this was a complete setup. And Leon and his struggles to get a plug, his struggles to run his business is going to be kind of hard at first. He's going to have to figure out a way to do this, especially without Franklin. And it's not going to be right at the beginning. But Hopefully, Leon and Franklin can get back together. The two can squash whatever beef that they do have. But as of right now, it ain't looking too good. Both sides are struggling, but it really does seem like Franklin's side is dealing with a lot more drama and more of a threat, right? That's what it seems. Now, Officer Nixon takes Franklin's advice. He takes his boys down in Inglewood, the Bottoms, and he's trying to, of course, do what Franklin wanted him to do. But they find out that this place is flooded with gang activity, gang members everywhere. They pretty much know that this is a suicide mission. I mean, you're going to go in here and think you're going to do something. These guys are strapped. They're ready to take y'all down at any given moment. So now Nixon is pissed off. He says, look, we got to go. His partners is like, look, we're going to let these animals kill themselves. Because we definitely not trying to stop anything going on up in here. It was very risky to do this. So now Officer Nixon is pissed off. He wants to take it out on Franklin, but he decides that he's going to maybe just visit his father to get to him. Now Irene is back, and she's at, of course, Alton's business, right? And she's trying to get a report out of him. She's trying to gather some information. And of course, he's not really trying to talk to this lady like that. He's not trying to give her information. He kind of plays it off, but she gives him her card and she's talking to him about getting information about what's going on in the community and stuff like that. She's just trying to build up all this evidence. She's trying to catch Franklin Saint. Of course, we know her true agenda. And then your boy Officer Nixon comes in there. He's talking about Franklin's going to owe me double. He's been very disrespectful to Franklin's father. And then Irene pops back up. And she pretty much saved him because Nixon was about to cause a whole lot of mess up in this place. But then once she did this, your boy Alton, he said, look, all right, I'll give you some information. I'll do a small report with you eventually. So now she's going to be able to get to him and gather some more information about what's going on with Franklin and his father and what's going on in this community. Now, Franklin is having a conversation with his mom, Sissy, and his father. She tells him the things that you're doing with this business is not working and we need to change things up. Now, she does mention Paul Davis. And if you guys, we're going to find out exactly who Paul Davis is. He is a real estate businessman, and he is played by Stephen Williams, aka Q from The Chi. If you guys know who I'm talking about, he will be coming to Snowfall season 4 very, very soon. So we got to wait and see when that's going to happen. Now, Gustavo, he goes back to the house and sees his people done for. They're gone, right? We see the 100,000 in blood on the floor. Gustavo's looking around for the kid. He's looking around for his family. It's not the best episode for Gustavo. This officer is very greedy. He wants all this money. I mean, he was telling them that it's going to be some issues, but for him to go and actually do this without giving them a chance to get any type of money is very disrespectful. Gustavo will seek revenge, and let's just be honest, Gustavo is going to get revenge. It's just messed up what he did to these guys. I mean, that's disrespectful. They didn't really do anything to you. They were paying you more than what you even deserve. I mean, Teddy said, look, we can pay you 50. We're going to try to get you 50. 100K, I mean, come on. That's just entirely too much. So now Teddy's going to have to go and do what Teddy always does, and that's fix the problem. The thing about this is you have involved Gustavo. You have touched his family. So now he has to get his hands dirty, and he will. Trust me, he will. Overall, this episode was fire. We see these gang wars pretty much be taken to a whole nother level. Franklin Saint, his whole game plan on trying to ambush Manboy and Scully to make this a big, huge setup did not go through, did not go as planned. And now he knows that Scully is out there alive. He's coming for him. Manboy definitely seems like he knows what Franklin is up to as well. This is not going to end well. So now Franklin has to go back to the drawing board and figure out a way to make this work, a way to fix things. Because as of right now, it's just not looking too good. But you guys let me know, man. What do you think about episode 2? It was titled Wait, and man, it was definitely heavy. Trust me, this episode was heavy. I cannot wait for episode 3 to see how everything is going to play out. What's next for Franklin? What is he going to do to fix this? This is a problem that he just created. Maybe if he listened to Leon, as I told you guys earlier, or even if he listened to Louis, maybe things would be different. At the end of the day, even if Franklin does take out Scully, if he figures out a way to neutralize him, he's still going to have to worry about Man-Boy, because Man-Boy, just like Louis said, he seeks power. We've been talking about this even before season 4 aired. This is something that we've been talking about for weeks and weeks, that Man-Boy eventually is going to want to take Franklin's spot. He's going to want that position, that territory, and he will be a threat down the line. Trust me, and it's going to come. So right now they have to worry about Scully, neutralizing him, but then later on, I'm telling you, Man-Boy will be a big problem down the line. But we're going to see what Franklin's going to do, man. Scully is definitely on his head, and I can't wait to see how it all is going to play out. But thank you guys for supporting your boy. Thank you guys for whoever stayed up to watch this recap. Thank you if you're watching it as it's going to air. Thank you. I will continue to give you guys more Snowfall season 4 content very, very soon. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.